Alright, so we got my 2017 Dodge Charger Daytona, and I'm in love with it. I originally wanted a Scat Pack. I didn't really know what the Daytona was. I was coming from a Honda background, so you could imagine the shock that I'm in right now. But yeah, so apparently the Daytona Package is, I mean, in simplest terms, don't quote me, but it's pretty much a Hellcat without the adaptive dampers and the supercharger. So I have the Hellcat 275s all around. I have the optional 20-inch wheels. I have the 6-piston Brembos on the Hellcat, 4-piston in the rear. And then obviously it comes with a little bit of badging, you know, different stuff in the grill. I really love those wheels, even though, as you can see, the wider wheels spits Armor All or whatever it wants to all over my freshly cleaned car. But I love this thing, man. I love everything except for that nail right there. But luckily I got the rim and tire package, and that'll be taken care of today. The exhaust sounds absolutely mean, which I will demonstrate right now. I just got to make sure it's locked. Down a little bit. It has the active exhaust, so it's all about throttle input. This is my interior. We got the nice suede and Napa leather seats. They're heated and ventilated. Obviously all automatic. I think the only option that I didn't get on this was the radar cruise control and all of that, which I didn't really care about, and I didn't want the car, you know, doing all those stopping for me safety features and stuff. So once you do the auto start, you just have to push the button again so that they know you're in the car. Everything wakes up, does a gauge swipe, and yeah, don't believe that 27.5 miles to the gallon. I reset it when I got gas and I was on the highway the entire way, babying the daylights out of it, but it's more like 16 to 18, and I really tried to be easy on it. Like I said, I came from a Civic, so 205 to 485 horsepower was quite a jump, and I can't exactly say that I'm not in love with it. Yeah, so this is it. Love the steering wheel. Got the nice paddle shifters, and they're metal. They're not like a plastic. They're pretty high quality. The door handles are metal as well. Got my seat presets. You know, both front windows are automatic. Got the nice leather in here with the gold stitching. That's part of the Daytona package, along with the gold stitching and stuff on the seats. Yes, I have 2 kids, and the car seat, everything fits perfectly. My wife doesn't have to scoot up and eat the dashboard every day, so it's nice to have a little bit of room there. Got some nice storage down here. Got, like, there's, you know, there's power outlets, there's USB outlets pretty much everywhere, which is great. The rear seats are heated, which is awesome. It has the, if I could get a good picture of it, it has the heated seat things right there with the USB outlets. Cup holders are illuminated, which is pretty cool. What else? I never had this in my Civic, as simple as that is, but I love that. It has the auto dimming mirror. Sound system's not bad. It's not the Beats audio, but I didn't hear the greatest things about the Beats audio. I don't really know, because my dad actually just recently picked up a 2017 Durango RT with the Beats audio, and I thought it sounded pretty great. You know, it was crisp. The bass wasn't muddy. We cranked it all the way up to, you know, the max, and it didn't distort or anything like that. But this system, apparently it's from Alpine. I don't know if you could see that, but sounds really good. I'm pretty impressed with it. Plenty of bass, mid sound great. I mean, you know, if you're used to higher end sound systems, then I guess, you would want something else, but as far as me, I'm plenty happy with the sound system. Got my satellite radio. You go into the apps here and kind of just check out, you know, you have your performance control, which is just all your setups. You could set up for what you want it to be in default mode when you're not in sport mode. So I have everything obviously on normal and comfort, however, you know, comfortable I can make it. And then once you go into sport mode setup, you can choose what you want to have. Some people maybe like the traction control in normal mode and sport mode. The traction control here in the sport traction control mode, it'll let you go a little bit crazy, but once it kind of sees you going buck wild, it'll kind of cut the power. Yes, I've gone buck wild to have it cut the power on me a couple times, but yeah, so you can change everything from there. You have sport mode on for the engine, trans, paddle, traction, steering. You can do whatever you want. You do notice a difference. It's not, I mean, it's not a night and day difference, but like I said, there's no adaptable dampers on here, so you're not going to notice any ride quality differences as far as suspension wise. The launch control, I have 740 miles on it now. I was told you couldn't use it until 500, so I haven't actually used it yet, but I've been told around 2000, maybe 2250 RPM launch. That's pretty much all you're going to get out of these all-season, you know, P0s. And then you could adjust it, you know, through here, whatever you want to do. As far as my apps, you got your performance pages. I think this is the only thing that I'm not crazy about with this car, is the fact that obviously this has the appearance package, the SRT and all that stuff, and they have a picture of a stock RT there, which is kind of like annoying because it doesn't look like that. But whatever. So you have your timers. You could do 0 to 60 times, 0 to 100, eighth mile, quarter mile, brake, you know, 60 to 0, all that different kind of stuff. You could do all of that. I don't know how accurate it is, but you can do it. You can check your oil temp, coolant temp, oil pressure. You know, you could do whatever gauge you want to have up there, air, intake air temp, trans temp, whatever you think you might be pushing the limits of. You got your G-force, which is cool, and then you just got your, you know, it gives you your torque, your oil temp, torque, and horsepower numbers, or oil pressure, sorry. So, you know, cool stuff. I mean, I don't really fiddle too much with that stuff. My SI had a couple, you know, VTEC, you know, things and all this different stuff that I could care less about, but pretty cool. Different apps, you know, you got your heated seats, all that stuff if you want to go through here. Heated, ventilated seats, steering wheel, auto dimming mirror, which I've never had before, which is actually really awesome. I used it yesterday. I'm used to having tinted windows, and I don't on this yet, so that was a nice little feature. You got your climate control and everything. You got your media. You can connect a device, which you know, obviously I'm comparing this to my Civic, which was my previous car, and it's actually a lot easier to connect, a lot easier to switch when you want to have, let's say your wife is in the car, and I have an Android, she has an iPhone. I still love Android, but she has her iPhone, and she has all the good music on it because she has iTunes and whatnot. So when I'm driving, I want to keep my phone connected, but I want her to connect to the you know, to her, connect her audio. So it's cool. You could just go right here to setup, and you could choose either, you know, my phone or her phone. So I could choose her phone while still keeping my phone connected. So way easier to do that than on my Civic. It took a little more, you know, sub menus and whatnot. Yeah, so I mean, I'm in love with this thing. Over here you got your